minutes and be back. Okay, good night all. Welcome back and welcome to those who have just joined the call. My name is Grace Wallen and I would like to shout out this team. You can just put in the chat box where you're from or your name and any shout outs you want. So who do we have on the call tonight? Put in the chat box. Leah from Barbados. Hey Leah. Stefan. Woo! From BIM. Come on, no, there's more from Mario from Barbados. Crystal. Hi Crystal from Barbados. You have a lot of Barbadians, 100% Bajan. DJ Jabari. We have a Jamaican, Nikki from Jamaica, Neil St. Lucia. Yes, the Caribbean is rocking. Pick up the 7-figure freedom team from Mario. Yep, that's me. I'm part of that team. St. Martin. You have Eric from St. Martin, Lamar from Barbados, Stefan. Once again, yes, Stefan is hype. Tony, hi Tony from Barbados. Lakendra from the US. Yes, not just the Caribbean. Yes, we are a growing team. Cheryl from Barbados, Naria from Barbados. Hello all. Welcome. It's really great to have you, Marsha from Barbados, Naria from Barbados. Great to have you here tonight. First on our agenda, we like to talk about the convention. Who will be in Vegas in March the 16th to the 18th. Who will be in Vegas? Put it in the chat box. Will you be in Vegas with me? Because I'll be in Vegas. Yes! Stefan is hyper. Stefan will be in Vegas. Mario will be there. Wow. Tony. Yes, 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 yes. This is going to be great. The conventions are always exciting. Is where you get to meet the rest of the bigger team. Not only the bigger team, you get to meet like those in the chat. Leo will be there. Those that you chat, you see people in the chat commenting and stuff like that. You don't know them. And then when you get to conventions, sometimes you stay in the same room as them. You get to know them, and you just got to put a face to the names that you see in the chat. At convention, you also get to learn more about the business, and somehow it becomes even more real to you. It's where you get like gas for the fire that you already have burning. You come back fired up. They say whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but that's not what happens with network marketing teams. What happens in Vegas goes on the internet, goes viral. That's what happens in Vegas. So if you're not there, you will still see. You will know what is going on for sure. So here on the takeover team, we spell cash differently. In order to have CASH, you need KASH. You need knowledge, the attitude, the right attitude, skill, and great habits. You can receive this knowledge through these books that we have recommended. These 4 great books. You can also access them, in the Facebook group in the fellow section. You can check it out. Whoever has added you to the team, please message them if you don't know about this Facebook group, the Takeover Facebook group, and make sure that they add you to this group. This is where lots of important information is stored in the fellow section and shared on the walls. This is where we recognize individuals for their write-ups. On that note, to all of you that write up this week, a great big congratulations. I am so excited. The team is growing, the team is ranking up, and we are getting closer and closer to our goal of the P1000s and P600s that will be heading to Vegas and getting those prizes. So this first book, my first year in network marketing, this is also known as the Bible of Network Marketing. These 2 guys, Mark Yarno and Renee Reed Yarno, these 2 are 2 of the industry's most respected and successful professions. They provide you with the knowledge of everything you need to know to succeed in network marketing, such as proven systems for recruiting, training, growing, and supporting your downline. Also, they provide an easy step-by-step process to learn how to deal with rejection, because we get that, but it's not. These persons do not reject us, they reject the opportunity. So they teach you how to deal with rejection, because sometimes you will feel like you are being rejected when really it isn't. Deal with how to recruit and train, how to remain focused and stay enthusiastic about business. Because sometimes, you get a little, sometimes you lose focus, and, they help you to remain focused and enthusiastic about your business and your future. So just to go into yourself so you can grow. Next book on the agenda is Go Pro by Eric Worre. This guy is known as the guru in network marketing. He has many years of experience and millions of dollars of results. And that's what we want. So success means tools, and in order to get this success that he has, or it might not be the exact same success path, but to have good results, we want to follow his tips And in this definitive guide, you will learn how to find prospects, how to invite them to the opportunity meeting, how to present the opportunity, how to follow up with the prospect, sorry, and to get them started correctly. Because you don't just want to bring people on team and then just leave them there. You need to support them, help them with by supporting them by like giving them a good start and helping them along the way. And this is he also helps you, shows you how to grow your team by promoting events. This book basically takes you through the network marketing process from the beginning to the end and help you become that network marketing pro that you have signed up to be. That's the name of the book. Go pro. We're supposed to be professionals. When you go to school, you get books and you learn. So when you get into this business, you need to get the books and learn because we are professionals, because we want professional results. The next book is Building an Empire. This book is written by Brian Carruthers. They have over 20 years of experience in the network marketing industry. They have built an extremely large team of over 350,000 distributors. And with these kind of results, this is somebody that you would like to hear what they did to get the results that they got. This is a comprehensive manual which can help you from, from going down the wrong path as it highlights the pitfalls of network marketing, which in turn cuts out some of the years from your learning curve, which makes building an empire, making your building your empire journey more effective, profitable, and even a fun journey. The next fourth book that I mentioned is the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. In this book, it helps you to develop as an individual and help your team also, help you to assist your team in developing into great leaders. This is needed so that you, not just you will be successful, but your team will be successful. And that is what is needed in network marketing. Network marketing is a people's business. So you need to develop as an individual. You need to put in personal development. So this book will help you and your team to win, and it will not just help y'all to win, but it will ease your load also. You, instead of trying to manage everyone and everything, you're able to pass off some of the responsibility. Because if you try to do everything yourself, it's not going to be done well. So you need to train others to do what you're doing. Everything you do should be duplicatable, and that is what good leaders do. So I would advise you to get hold of these books, to not just get hold of the books, but read them, and not just read them, but apply the knowledge. Because it's applied knowledge that brings success. Having the knowledge and not using it because you will not have it. So the mission of the takeover team, as you would know, is to help 100 families across the Caribbean. And I guess we need to update this slide because not just across the Caribbean, we have persons in the States and stuff to earn six-figure incomes. I'm sure that everyone on the leg would like to be one of those. Without further ado, I would like to introduce to you a friend, business partner, and remarkable John C. Maxwell certified leader that has pushed me and seen so much in me sometimes, things that I don't see in me, and pushed me to do things that I normally would not do inside my little box and comfort zone. Mr. Akeem Bourne. Akeem, are you on the line?
Awesome, Chris. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Awesome, good. Good. Well, good evening, everybody, man. I'm excited to be on this call. Grace, let me give it back to you for hosting the call, man, and doing a great job as usual. I really think, man, that you're getting better every single week. And the goal is, like you said, just know, right, is to have you step out of your comfort zone so that growth can occur. And I'm very proud of you, man, because this is only the beginning for you and your journey as a successful individual, not even just in network marketing, but in life period, man. So guys, as you guys know, every single Tuesday, man, we have a lot of fun here on this training call. This call is primarily for individuals that want to develop as a professional network marketer, individuals that want to learn the skill, how to earn money from building a team to earn residual income. You are not going to hear about trading on this call. You know, we are still in the process of finalizing our weekly training call for traders, but this call is geared towards you having the mindset and the skill set of a successful network marketer. And I think that, you know, for the last couple of years that we've been doing this call, tons of individuals that would have passed through our system have been able to get the results, you know, that would have allowed for them to make money in this industry. So I think that this call will be very beneficial to all of you that are on the line. I want to commend all of you that are also on the line because this is Tuesday. You could be doing so many other things. I want to commend the leaders that have taken the time out to invite their teams. And I want to call out the leaders that haven't done that because at the end of the day, your success in this business is going to be dependent on how well you can share information, how well you can invite individuals. So at the end of the day, not just inviting to meetings, but inviting to trainings. And if you're on this line right now and you're a leader, you consider yourself a leader, but you're the only one in your organization that's on, then facts are you are failing in this particular area because you want to have your team to be able to get information as well. You want to put things in a position where you, and this is the success key for the leaders on the line, when your leaders are absorbing information, the same time you're absorbing information as well, it makes your job easier as a builder because you don't know how to go to them and give them the information. That's a clue. You know, I tell people all the time, don't be afraid to expose your team to information at the same time. You're not in competition with your team. Your goal is to develop them so that your business can grow as well. You want them to grow so your business can grow. So if you're on the line right now and you know that you're the only one in your organization of 12 or 30, or you don't even have, that big of a team, or you're P150, but you've got, 3 people in your organization or 2, it's your responsibility as a person that wants success to get this information to them. I know some people may be busy and they can't be on the call right now, and it's your responsibility to get the recording, as this call is also going to be recording. So guys, man, we had an amazing 2 weeks, man. We've been exploding here in Barbados, and I want to tell you guys that we're about to become a chairman organization. That's a huge thing. If you guys are excited, man, for that a particular accomplishment, I want you to put 777 in the chat box right now, because the moment that we become a chairman organization, that's when things are going to explode for us even more. Corporate is going to take a look at us in a much greater. I see the 777 coming in. We're about to really make an impact. And I know that, as usual, our team is always, one of the fastest growing international teams. And we've been doing really, really well. And that's a testament to the individuals, not just on this line right now, but in our team who are following the system, the success system, who are doing what's required to build their business. They've been plugging in, and guess what? They've been getting results. And that's huge, because many people, and this is for all of us on the line, many people get involved in the network marketing industry, get involved in the industry of working from home, but they don't do what's required. They don't follow the necessary steps to get results. And guess what? They fail. And the thing about it is that there's nothing wrong with failing, because you could start off incorrectly, then make an adjustment. But what happens is that people start off incorrectly, they fail, and then they quit. And it always boggles my mind as to why is it that people would give their job 40 years and wouldn't even give their business 40 days. People would give their job 40 years, but wouldn't even give their business 40 days. And let me show you what I mean by that. The mindset has to be that even if in your first month, if you just came on, I just want you to mute your mic. Actually, Ron, can you make me the host, please? Okay. Right, there we go. Awesome. Yeah, guys, like I was saying, right, it's amazing how individuals do that. You know, they would rather give their job 40 years, some people 50 years even, but they aren't willing to give their business 40 days. The moment that 30 days has passed and they didn't make any money, they didn't enroll any person, they didn't make any money from trading, guess what? They are ready to quit. And that's not the mindset that we want to cultivate here, because the facts are, guys, this industry takes 3 to 5 years for you to get results that will determine and that can change your life. The caliber of results that you can get from in 3 to 5 years. And I want to tell you, Kaya and myself, we've been doing this thing for 3.5 years, almost 4 years now. And we would have seen that the system works. And the beginning of your journey, at the beginning of your journey, your mindset has to be that you are willing to give yourself 3 to 5 years. If 3 to 5 years sounds like a really long time to you, then I want to tell you that you have the wrong mindset in this business, and it's probably a high chance that you're going to fail, because that's a get-rich-quick mentality. And any person that you know that has a get-rich-quick mentality, guess what? They never get rich. I've never seen an individual that had a get-rich-quick mentality, a microwave mentality, get results quickly. Success is a journey, guys. This is for all of us on the line. All of us on the line, we have to go through the process. I'm going to tell you, some people's process is going to look different than others. We've got individuals that this is their first company, they're breaking ranks, earning, $1,000 US a month. You're going to hear from some of them in a few minutes, right? We've got individuals, this is their first company, and they are, earning 600 US a month. Then we've got individuals who this is their third or fourth company, and they haven't even enrolled one individual. And that's fine. We're not here to compare anybody, but I want you guys to understand the principle. The principle is that your journey is your journey. Your process is your process. And are you willing enough? Do you have the right mindset and the right attitude that's going to allow for you to go through your journey, go through your process with excitement? And I'm going to be doing a training tonight on something called the 3 E's of success. And excitement is one of those E's. You're going to hear from that. You're going to hear from me in detail about that later tonight. But this is what I want you guys to understand. You have got to enjoy your journey. You've got to be so excited whether you are getting results or whether you're not getting results. Because I heard my mentor tell me, listen, if you can celebrate and get excited when you have nothing going on, when things really begin to happen for you, then the excitement that you would have had, the gratefulness, the attitude that you would have had when nothing was going on is going to create momentum for you to attract the success. Because catch this, success is the result of the things that we do and the person that we become. That's what success is. That's all success is. Success is the result of the things that we do and the person that we become. If you are not focused on becoming the kind of individual that can steward a team of 3 individuals or steward a team of 6 individuals or 12 individuals, then the results will show that you're probably not going to get to that rank. You're probably not going to get those results. So with that being said, guys, we've got some individuals on the line that have been proving themselves to be, high caliber leaders and individuals that, have been growing. Because these are the facts, guys. Your business is only going to grow and keep growing while, okay, just saw a message came through. Okay, thanks for letting me know that, Nathan. Good. Here's what I'm going to say. Your business is only going to grow and keep growing in respect to the level of growth that you are going through as well on a daily basis. If you are not growing, guess what? Your business is not growing. Check this. If you are not growing, there's also a high chance that your business is going to be falling back. That's why people hit ranks and then they de-rank. That's a really, really big thing there, because it's all well and fine to get celebrated and to break a rank, but your goal has to be not just to maintain the rank, but to be growing and going to the next rank. And the question is, what are you doing? This is for all of us on the line, because again, this is a network marketing call. This TTT training call is geared toward developing the skills and the mindset of you as a professional network marketer so you could earn lots of money from residual, the residual and team building component of this business. This is not a trading call. So if you're looking for tips and tools on how to be an effective trader, that call is not tonight. I'm looking for the individuals right now on this line who are plugged in and want to become the kind of individual that can earn their income, their age, times 1,000 every single month. And if that's you on this line, before I introduce these speakers, I want you to put 111 if you're interested in earning your age times 1,000 every single month. And this is not hype. I'm telling you, this is not hype. It has been done before. Our mentor, our leaders have shown us the path. And if you're serious, it is very possible that you can do the exact same thing, you know. Remember, success is a system, guys. And those who follow it are the ones that win. Those who don't follow it are the ones that lose. There's a book I read a long time ago, and on this point, I'm going to introduce the speaker, called The Laws of Success from Napoleon Hill. And I think you guys should read that. If you plan to make a lot of money in this industry, you need to read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And then you also need to read the book The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. When I read that book, I went to the next level in my life. When I read that book, I automatically leveled up. And I want to tell you, for everyone on this line, the guys that you're going to hear from tonight, whether they know it or not, the testimonies you're going to hear, they have been functioning and operating from some of the laws of success. And I know some of them don't even know it. And I want you guys to hear from some of them tonight. Without further ado, the first young man I want to introduce, man, is a young gentleman that the first time I met him, I realized that there was something special about him. He was the kind of individual that I saw was very coachable. He was very attentive to what his leader was telling him. And, you know, that's always a good sign. Most people, when they get involved in the business, they have teachability and coachability issues. You know, whether they're younger, whether they're older, they're not accustomed to taking advice and taking, I don't want to say orders because it's not even orders, but taking tips that will help them to win, because sometimes people come with their own preconceived notions. But I saw this guy listen to his mentor, listen to his friend, and because of that, he was able to get results. This guy just broke Platinum 600, one of the most elite ranks in our company, in my opinion, because many people do not get to that rank. And that's a lot of money that you're paid for only 12 people in your organization. And I want to introduce this young man because his story is something that I think you guys need to hear. So without further ado, Kwame, let me see if I find you, or if you can unmute yourself before.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, good. Okay, bro, take it away. All I want you to do for like 3 to 5 minutes is just talk about your story, you know, how you've been able to break this rank, and, you know, what advice or tips would you give to any other person that's listening, because I'm sure there are people on the line that want to go P600 as well.
All right, bro. Just to say thanks for having me and give me this opportunity to just share my testimony. For me, it's my first time in network marketing. It's completely new to me. It's a skill that I'm now learning and developing myself. In network marketing, at the core, it has to be the mindset and knowing your way. Because for me, there were many days when I said, man, I'm not seeing the results, but I'm putting in my effort and time. And for me, that was discouraging. But knowing my good friend Nathan and Akim himself, they keep motivating me and to help me through. All I did was remember why I was doing it. So always remember your way. In addition to that, I have been developing my skills as well. Because really and truly, all it is that you have to become a good inviter and be able to duplicate what leaders are doing. And for me, I've just been trying to do that all along. I'm getting better at it each time, but it's still a process and I'm learning. So the advice that I have for you guys tonight is that always remember your way, never give up, and you will see results. So back over to you, Aki.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. As you guys can see, Kwame's not a man of many words, but he's a man of much action. And I respect that, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. The action that you take on a daily basis to get results is what's going to allow you to level up in this business. And he said two main points, in my opinion, that transcends everything else that he said. And you know what he said? He became a good inviter, and he was watching the leaders and doing what they were doing. That's powerful stuff. That's exactly what I did when I got involved with the industry. I looked at what my mentor was doing, because he had results. And this is for all of us on the line. If you're on the line right now, and I mean, it's amazing. This is his first network marketing experience. And this guy is already at 600 US a month. That's powerful. I know individuals who have been in the industry for years, but haven't been able to even get to that milestone for many different reasons. And I know for sure one of those reasons are they're not, one, inviting individuals, and two, they're not looking at their mentors and duplicating, following the system that their mentor would have laid out for them. And that's powerful, Kwame. And I want to commend you. I know that, you know, P600 is the least amount of money you will ever make in your network marketing career. Because you guys with the student millionaires, you guys have found the system that works. You know, you follow in the system, and you found, you know, how it works in your dynamic and demographic. And I want to commend all of you for that. So let's keep pushing. Let's keep going to the next level, you know, as P1000 is the next major goal for you. But we've got another individual guys that I also have a lot of respect for too. And this guy is rare. Let me tell you why he's rare. Because when I spoke to him, because I personally enrolled him, and when I was speaking to him and stuff, because he had some experience in trading, you know, and at first I thought this guy was just somebody that was just going to come on and, you know, be a know-it-all. That's the truth. I thought he was just going to come and, you know, talk all over his face and be arrogant and stuff like that, because he had experience in trading before. And the guy did the complete opposite of that. Actually, what even blew me away is that he asked me a question, same question that I remember asking Chad Thompson as well. What did you do to get the results that you got so that I can do it in a faster time frame? You see that? That is a humble spirit. And in this business, humility is always rewarded. And this guy, you know, has broken the esteem rank of P150. And it blows my mind to see the level of commitment that he has. Every single meeting he's there. And this guy doesn't even drive. Every single meeting. He has a person that's in his organization as well that lives in a very far part of our business. I mean, in our country, sorry. And he doesn't even drive as well. And that guy is at every single meeting. These guys, I have never seen a level of commitment that I have seen with these guys. And, you know, it's a testament to their drive. It's a testament to their hunger. It's a testament to their passion. And, you know, I think that anyone on the line right now that really wants change to happen in their business, you really got to look at how committed you are, though. Because this guy, of all the individuals I know right now in our organization, I have to say these two individuals, you're going to hear from one tonight, but this young man, Romario Wilkinson, he is the most committed of them all. I'm telling you. So Romario, if you're on the line right now, bro, let me see if I find you to unmute. There you're unmuted, bro. I want you to just share, you know, your experience and how your journey has been going as a Platinum 150. Let me see. Romario, are you there, bro? Just unmute.
Hey, good night, Akeem. Could you hear me?
Awesome. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. You sound great.
Hey,
So just
fantastic.
in like 3 to 5 minutes, bro, just share your story, why you got involved, and what you've been doing that allow for you to get success.
All right, that's not a problem. Good night, everybody, or everyone that's on the call. Good night to you. It's great that you're plugging in and getting the info and getting the value at this point in time. Let me just give some background about myself. He said before, I'm Romario Wilkinson, 20-year-old professional musician. And like Akin said, I have been trading. This is 2018 from 2016. In August, that's when I started. And I thought I knew a lot. I was training, trying to learn by myself from YouTube. I was teaching myself every day, just plugging in at least 3 hours. I have to learn because I understood the power of investing and trading, right? But yeah, I was putting in time and just getting all this information. But the thing about that is that I was getting all this info, but it wasn't the right info, right? I had the YouTube, university, all of this information, learn how to trade, strategies, everything. And I dedicated 4 months just to learning that. When Akeem got me enrolled and I joined the AML team, I realized that, well, obviously I wasn't getting results before and I was putting in a lot of time and effort. But when I checked the IML Academy, I decided, all right, I have to change something if I want success. And what I did, I chose to forget what I thought I knew. I forgot everything. I hit the refresh button, right? And I went in the IML Academy and I took notes of everything. I have my book right here. With me, this proof. I have all my notes right here, full of information. And I learned within 2 weeks, I learned more than I learned in 4 months by myself. And it's not that
Wow.
it's not that the information is easy to learn, but it's that I had more drive and it was easier for me to learn in a group. That's just with trading. Apart from that, I joined IML because for me, I saw it as another stream of income, right? And that was my way. That was the only reason I joined. I only joined because I wanted to make money. Trading, I knew that everybody knows this. You can make the same way you can make $20 in 5 minutes. You can make $200. So that really got to me. I had the microwave mentality, right, at the very beginning, my first 2 weeks, and then I started to practice what I learned in the academy, and I started having the microwave mentality. I was seeing a lot of red. Because I was doing the right things, but with the wrong mentality. And it's not until I really changed my why. Why am I doing this? Why do I want to trade? Right? And this is the same thing with team building. Why do I want to build teams? Why do I want to make money? Why am I doing this? And it's only until I changed my why, that's when I really started to see profits and a huge change. So what I was doing before for team building, going back to team building, was just, talking to everybody. Yeah, this is the opportunity. Yeah, I was doing my own thing. But as Akeem said, at a point in time, I realized that I did not have to recreate the wheel, that the wheel is already there, right? What I did was I went to all the leaders, the people that I saw that had things I wanted, right? I went to them and I asked, well, what is your daily routine? What do you do now? What do you do now? Sorry. And what did you do before? And my other question is, what mistakes did you make in the past? What I wanted this information is so that I could use it to my advantage to condense all that time. So if they took 6 months, I could do it now in 2 months because I have that information. And that's just it for me. Once I change that and once I use that information, follow the rules and believe in the law of process, everything just changed. I started to see results almost immediately. That's it for me, man. Back to you, Akeem.
Awesome, bro. I mean, that's great. That's a great story. And what blew me away, is just how sincere you were in asking those questions and really trying to compress time frames, because that's a major success tip that Romario just laid out for us. For the leaders on the line, they would know what I'm talking about. But this guy, is this your first network marketing experience too, Romario?
No, it was in another focusing on products. It wasn't really focusing on network marketing though.
Right.
It was a network marketing company.
Right. It's interesting. The guy just said that he absorbed the information from his mentors. This is not his exact words, but this is what he meant. Found out the success strategy from his mentors, and then he put it in his own formula to compress time frames, to make it happen faster for him. And that's what we have to do. Guys, are you humble enough to ask Gavin, how is it that you're recruiting so many people, bro? What is it that you're doing that's allowing you to get those results? Are you humble enough to ask Kai, how are you getting so many views on your videos on YouTube? How are you getting so many people to inquire about this business? What is it that you're doing? Are you humble enough to ask that question? Because I want to tell you this, the change that's going to come is going to come at you asking the right questions. If you're not asking the right questions, then guess what? You can't get the right results. There are people on the line right now that are putting themselves in a position where they could have more results, but I'm not sure if it is because, you know, they're intimidated by Kai, they're intimidated by Gavin, they're intimidated by myself. I want to tell you guys, we are here to serve you and help you. And everything that we would have experienced, everything that we would have achieve, we want you to have the success as well, because this is the strategy. If you help enough people get what they want, you will in turn get what you want. So our goal as leaders is to ensure that you're getting your success. You're getting your success. That's our goal. And we want you to reach out. We want you to ask questions. Nobody would ever say that's a dumb question, you know, and I'm always looking, because I read a book a long time ago called Ask the Right Questions. I'm always looking for individuals that are asking the right questions. You want to know why? Because it shows where your mind is going, how you're thinking, and if I can see where your mind is going and how you're thinking, then I can gauge your potential based on, you know, how your mind is going and what you're thinking about. And that's a clue. As for the leaders on the line, you want to be thinking about, you want to be talking to your team, paying attention to the questions that they're asking. That's why you know that Romario is going to do well. Romario is talking about compressing time frames, and this is his first real network marketing experience. And that's leadership talk. Compressing time frames is leadership talk. And if you're thinking like that already, that's a clue that you're going to do well. And the thing about it is, you mentioned it too, and I want to reiterate, guys. He said he followed this system. And what's the system? Let's see who's been paying attention. We teach on this almost every call. What's the system, guys, that we implement, that we ensure that people are following so they can get results in this business? Somebody put it in the comment section. Let me see who's paying attention. Okay, so 2 people said it already. 3 people said it already. 4 people said it already. 5 people are saying it no. All right, yeah, that's exactly it. The PS3 system, guys, is the success system that has been laid out for success in network marketing. Your ability to follow the peaking interest, sharing the opportunity, and setting up for the three-way close will determine the caliber of success you're going to have in this industry. And this is a fact. Everyone that has mastered the PS3, guess what? They have gotten results in this business. And I want to personally commend all the individuals that are doing the 3 ways. I mean, last week I was in 3 ways 3 and 4 times in one day. And I love that. I know what it is to be doing a 3-way on Facebook, 1 on WhatsApp, and being on a call, being on a call itself, doing 3 ways. That's the kind of activity that you want to have your upline engaging in, because 1, it's going to cause them to grow, and it's also going to cause you to grow. Why? Because you're following the system. And how many of you guys know what system stands for? Why is it that we follow this system? What is this system going to allow for us to do? What does system stand for? Put it in the chat section. Let me see who's been paying attention to the trainings I'm giving. Why is it important to use this system? Because system allows us to save yourself time, energy, and money. Very, very powerful stuff. That's why it's important to follow the system, because it's going to make things easier for you. It's going to compress time frames. Imagine you trying to close everyone on yourself, by yourself, especially if it's your first network marketing experience. You have no credibility. You probably have no influence. That's why it's important to do the 3-way so that people can come and close for you. And I'm telling you, every individual that I have seen that has done the 3-way calls multiple times, they have more than 3 persons enrolled in their business. And that's a clue. The reason why some of the individuals are not getting the results is because they're not following the system. So Romario and Kwame, I want to commend you as well. Now, we've got one last individual. We actually had some females as well that we wanted to speak tonight, but unfortunately, interestingly enough, you know, all of them aren't feeling well. I thought it was interesting, you know. So you're gonna hear from them next week. There's only one that couldn't make it as well. She lives in Atlanta, but she's at work as well. But you're gonna hear from the females next week. Because the females are crushing in the business as well. I want you guys to hear from them so you can be inspired as we are on our Mission 600 run. But this last individual that I want to introduce, man, is a remarkable leader. You guys know this. You guys see it all around. For those of you that are leaders as well, you see the components, you see the characteristics on display every single time. And, you know, I want to commend him publicly for that, because this is a clue now for all of you guys. The caliber of leadership that you dive into, the caliber of leader that you become will determine the caliber of success you're going to have in this business. Why? Because all network marketing is your ability to lead individuals well and get them to engage in specific actions. How well you are developing leaders, how well you are attracting leaders, how well you are becoming a leader yourself is going to determine the caliber of success you're going to have. That's a major clue. What do you think at the beginning of the call? Our host always mentions the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership as a book to read, because that's a foundational leadership book. And this is what I want to tell the leaders on the line now. It's not just a book that you read one time. It's a book you read. It's a reference book. Every single time I'm going to create a training or I'm trying to create momentum in the team, I'm always referencing the book, because there's a law that I need to deploy in order to get results. Now we've got to know these laws, because it's going to convert into results in your business. And this guy, he studied the laws, and he's been implementing the laws in his team. He's the co-founder of the Student Millionaires. And I want to tell you, and this is what has really stood out to me. This guy has been absorbing the information so fast and putting it out to his team. That's why his team is growing so well. That's why I mentioned at the beginning, guys, if you're on the line and you don't have your leaders on, your team on, for whatever reason, you got to make sure that you're getting the information to them. Because if you're the only one that's growing, but you're not creating an environment for your team to grow, then guess what? Your team is not going to grow. And if your team isn't growing, then guess what? Your check is not going to grow either. Because all network marketing is teams within teams growing together to complete a particular goal. That's why I said we are proud to be almost a chairman organization. We're going to get that done this week. And it's going to be a reflection of all the high caliber leaders and all the individuals on our team that are working together to get these results. Without further ado, man, I want to introduce Nathan Gibson, a phenomenal leader, just broke P1000, but said he's focused on P2000 straight to chairman. And that's the kind of talk that I like to hear, because nothing will be greater than having an individual who is still at school earning six figures. That's enough to truly break the mindset and inspire individuals to take action. So, Mr. Gibson, are you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. You sound great. So all I want you to do, 3 to 5 minutes, talk about what has been working for you. How did you get to P1000 so quickly? And what strategy and tips would you give to individuals in the line that want to go P1000 as well?
All right, bro. Thanks a lot. First of all, I just want to thank you again, Akeem, for giving me the opportunity just to come and share a bit. I don't want to take too long, but yeah, guys. Akeem would have said I'm very much focused on P2000 and chairman, but the way I'm going to get there is not by me making money, it's by me teaching my team how to make money. All right. Just to track back, I would have gotten involved with this opportunity through Akeem. We're also good friends outside of business partners. When he first introduced me to the business, I didn't immediately join. Although it was in previous companies, I didn't immediately join because I had some stuff going on. But I eventually got going, and the first thing I did, because I had previous experience, I knew the most important thing I needed outside of learning myself, I needed to begin to develop leaders. All right, and so that's when I got connected. I shouted my friend Kwame Lewis. He was my first business associate. All right. And here's the thing, guys. In network in companies like these, in network marketing companies, you're either blessed with positioning or you have to work with skill. All right. And what we had to do is, because we weren't blessed with positioning, we had to begin to develop leaders. All right. Kwame and myself, my first week, our first month, all right, all we did, it was 3 or 4 of us individuals every Saturday. And all we did, we went to you, we sat down in MSSR and we mastermind, all right? Check my status after, I can post the pictures. But all we did, we went and sit down and plan, all right? Guys, if you're going to build a big organization, you need a good foundation. All right. Do not just, chairman is good. All right. P5000 is good. But this is right now that you need to spend as much time learning the industry. Or else, when you begin to build, you will realize your house begins to crumble. All right.
That's right.
It's not about you. It's about your team. All right. I see many of my team members here on this call. And what drives me every single day is, listen, I want to get my team members to break ranks. That's why I push them so hard, right? Because I want to get them to break ranks. It's all about duplication. You have to be able, listen, your team members need to be better than you, all right? Your team members need to be better than you because you are supposed to pour everything you have into them, and then they would add their self, all right? What I mean by adding themselves is not reinventing the wheel, but all of us have different strategies. And so it's very important that you plug in and you stay connected to the team. The model for success in this business is simple, guys. You don't need to do a lot. You need to stay connected. You need to stay plugged in. You need to, if you're upline, and this is a reality, guys, because you're uplines, because a lot of us are new to the business. Your upline sometimes may be just as clueless as you, right? That is okay. You guys work together to build a team, all right? And then what you do, you try to connect with an individual who you realize, listen, this individual knows what he's doing. This individual is getting success, all right? Connect with that individual, plug in, all right? Tell the body, listen, teach very much. And I love what Romario said. That guy is a future chairman, all right? Just the credibility, the fact that he's so coachable, that is an incredible. That's one of the most important keys to success. And so, guys, I will leave you with this. If nothing else, you need to remember this, all right? John Maxwell, the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. The 10th law, it says this: leaders touch a heart before they ask for a hand. I'm going to repeat that. Leaders touch a heart before they ask for a hand. And so your goal, this is the secret to success in network marketing, right? Focus on those around you, help them achieve their goals, whether they're interested in trading, because remember, we're a trading company first. So if they're simply interested in trading, listen, get them, at least try to get them to 2 and 3. Talk to them, let them know the importance of that, and then let them begin to trade. If they're simply interested in trading, let them trade. Remember, it's not about you, it's about them. Touch a heart before you ask for a hand. And then those who are interested in building the business, like most of us on this call, what you want to do, you want to coach them, you want to pour into them, all right? That's why you see some of the guys on my team now are beginning to break ranks, because I took a lot of time investing in them, all right? And now I don't need to do as much because they're duplicating, all right? And so with guys, that's all I want to say. Touch your heart before you ask for a hand. And so Akeem, back over to you, bro. Thanks a lot.
Hey man, bro, that was powerful, bro. Powerful. That's leadership talk. Conversations like that always get me excited because that's the kind of conversations that we need to be having as leaders. The question is are you developing leaders or are you attracting them? You know, that's the questions that we got to ask every single day. Every single day you go to build this business. Your team, hear what Nathan said, the first thing that he looked to do was develop leaders in his organization. And that's the first thing that I did as well. I figured out quickly that the only way that I'm going to be able to have my organization duplicate and grow is if I am pouring into individuals. And the thing about it is people think that pouring in means, you know, that you got to spend tons of time and tons of hours with individuals. No, Chad Thompson didn't spend tons of hours with me, but when I was with him, I asked the right questions so I could get the right results. The right responses, which led to the right results for me. Chad has been in Barbados, 3 times at max. You know, and of those 3 times, you know, it was for no longer than 4 days, right? And, you know, when we go to Atlanta, it's no longer than 4 days as well. So we haven't had a long period of time where we went out and Chad was pouring into me and mentoring me. No, it wasn't like that. The The process was set up in a way where I knew what it was that I wanted to achieve. So I asked the right questions, and this is what I really want to hit home, guys, before I introduce Kai in a couple minutes, right? Are you asking the right questions? And the only way you're going to ask the right questions is if you know what you want to achieve, you know. If you know that your real goal is to go chairman in this business, then you've got to be asking the question, so how do I get to P150 first? Because you're not going to jump from no experience to chairman. I'm telling you, that will never happen. And if it does, for some reason, you get crazy positioning, you know, you're first in your market and you get lucky some form or fashion, then it's very unlikely that you're going to maintain that rank, because there's always a level of leadership that's required to build this thing. That's why we say it every single time, and Nathan mentioned it as well. You're going to be learning the industry too, you know, guys. You want to build a solid foundation around let me tell you this. Having the correct perspective and understanding of the industry is the solid foundation that's going to allow you to win. And that encompasses the right attitudes, how to deal with people, how to inspire your team. All of those components is the right foundation. That's the right foundation, not just learning how the industry functions, but all of the attitudes, the ins and outs of that entire process. That's the right foundation. That's why this is for the leaders on the line as well, because I'm always talking to you guys. That's why I tell you all the time, when you enroll somebody, this is for all of us on the line too as well, let me say this, and they're not plugging in, like for example, you're telling them to come on the calls, you're telling them to come to the trainings, you're creating the environment for them to win, but they're not coming into the environment. Don't spend your time investing there, because you can't force anyone to win. This is leadership talk. It's called the Pareto principle. You got to focus on the 20% that's going to bring the 80% of your results. And that's always the case. It will always be the minority that will bring the majority in every area of your life. Why? Because the minority understands that the masses are not willing to do what the minority is willing to do. So you got to be willing to identify who the minority is and pour your energy and time into that. And you want to know who the minority is? The individuals that show up. People ask me all the time, Akin, do you remember this guy? Do you remember this guy? And I'm like, I don't remember people that don't show up. And that somebody may say that's harsh. You know, that's how you win big in this business. Because as your team begins to grow, it's going to be hard for you to remember every single face and every single name. But let me tell you who I'll remember. I'm going to remember Shakori that lives in St. Joseph. That's at every meeting. Every single meeting, this guy lives in St. Joseph. I'm going to remember him. I'm going to remember Romario that asked the question, what do I need to do to compress time frames? I'm going to remember Tuyan that's stepping up and training at the presentation. I'm going to remember different individuals doing different things because they're showing up. But if you're not showing up, I can't, you know, and this is for all the leaders again, I can't extend my arms to 500 plus people all at once. No, I can only focus on the people that want to win. And then this might sound funny too as well. One of the reasons why is I don't do that is because when individuals win, this is for all of us on the line, you're going to help people win every single time. And do you know that no one is even going to give you any of their money? I don't misunderstand me, because we don't want any of your money, but it just goes to show that our strategy has to be fixed around that understanding. Please follow me here. You're going to pour into individuals and they're going to make money, and some are not even going to say thank you. Some are not even going to show honor. I'm not saying that that's something that we're looking for, but this is the principle. The principle is that you have got to focus on the people that are plugging in, because those are the ones that are going to contribute to the overall success. If they're not plugged in, this is for the leaders on the line. It's for all of you on the line, actually, but I'm speaking to the leaders directly as well. It is a key that you focus on the person that are plugging in. So this is another note I was about to pass over to Kai. If you feel as though you are not getting the results that you're getting, are you plugging in? Because this is what we do. I noticed that Shakori, who lives in St. Joseph, is coming to every meeting. So I'm going to reach out and help him because he's plugging in. So if I notice that he's not getting the results that he wants, I'm going to call him and say, hey, bro, man, I noticed that you aren't achieving the goals that you wanted to achieve in a time frame that you would have set. I'm going to call his upline. I'm going to ask him, yeah, what's Shakori's goals, bro? because they notice that he's plugging in. And then if his goal is to hit P150 and he's one person away, I'm going to put one person in his organization first because he's showing up. He's plugged in. So if you don't feel that you're getting the results that you want, the support that you want, the question is, are you plugged in? That's why I said at the beginning, individuals would rather give their job 40 years of their time. This is what I tell people too. Like, it amazes me. We rush to get to work. My mentor taught me this about church. I used to get church late, right? I would rush to go to work because they don't want to be late, but I would not rush to get to church. I would walk into church late. And it showed me where my value was, showed me where my mindset was, my treasure was. This is a serious thing, You can tell how serious you are about this business in your response to what you do when it comes to trainings, when it comes to opportunity presentations. Guys, we have opportunity calls happening every single day at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. tonight. Are you inviting people on the line? Do you know? Do you know? Because if not, then what's going to happen? Time is going to pass, and that's why I say it all the time. Don't compare your journey or process to anyone, but you would be surprised. A year is going to pass so quickly. And on this note, I'm going to introduce Kai. And if you have not grown, if you look back last year, January, are you the same place that you were last year, January? If you are, then you have got to take a personal inventory and say enough is enough. Because if you're not growing, then your business isn't growing. So with that being said, I want to pass over, man, to one of my best friends. My best friend, somebody that I have a lot of respect for, a young entrepreneur, young businessman who's making waves in this business, and he's committed to serving the team. He's a general in this movement. And this is important because as we begin to build this organization bigger and bigger, all of you on the line will have to make a choice. Will you be a general in this movement, or will you just be a foot soldier? What does that mean? Will you be an integral part of this business, or will you be just another face in the crowd, just another name on the call, just another person, just another? And we don't want that for you, because the reality is that all of you on the line have remarkable value. And you got to make a decision every single day that, and sometimes we think that the value is only displayed when we break a rank. No. Don't wait until you break a rank to start serving the team. So that being said, Mr. Lashley, are you on the line, bro?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, perfect. Guys, just been here listening to everybody, and I just want to shout out, Romario, Kwame, Nathan, you guys that really took the opportunity to really step up, as leaders, step up to really build your business, step up to understand what it takes to build and grow within the network marketing industry. Because, like Akim said, we've been doing this for probably the last 4 years or so. And that was a major thing, asking the right questions. You hear Akim talk about it. And I remember when Romario hit me up and asked me those questions. I was like, yo, this guy is serious. And that's a good thing, right? So if it is that you're in a place where, you want to build a large organization, you got to find out, actually look at what it is that you're doing. You got to become self-aware, right? Look at what it is that you're doing and start to analyze yourself, see where you're getting results, see why see what is it that's not working, etc., and connect with the individuals that have done it before, right? And that's why, I want to stress on what these three guys would have been saying, because they took the time to ask the questions and just implemented it. They were humble enough to just follow a system, find out what you're wondering, why is it that my business is not growing? Why being able to sign up individuals, connect with your sponsor, find out what it is that they're doing, and then do the exact same thing. Another key to plug right here, Andrea from St. Vincent hit me up today, and she was like, she wants to role play, right? Find out how is it that I would approach individuals and that kind of stuff. And that's a key point. That's really, really good on her part, to try to find out that information, right? Because, we could put these things on a call, but being able to actually connect with your sponsor and stuff one-on-one, that's going to help you grow your business. That's going to help your business, really go to the next level, right? So role play with your upline as a tip, role play with your sponsor, find out what they say, find out how they handle objections, all of these different things, and you're going to recognize your business is going to grow, right? Your things are going to start to happen for you, because now you're not just going on your own knowledge, but you're leveraging the efforts and the knowledge of other individuals, right? So all of this comes down to the environment. You connecting with your upline, you getting in connection with your team, you jumping on these calls, because that's the only way. That's the only way that you are going to grow. You got to put yourself in the environment, right? And environment is more than just who you associate with, but what you're listening to, right? You got to put yourself in that position to intentionally grow, to intentionally take in the info. When chat goes live on Facebook, when we have, like Akeem said, these presentation calls every single night, you've got to put yourself in the environment, because the truth is, regardless to what it is that we believe, this business is going to require some measure of time, right? It's going to require some measure of time. And if you're not prepared to invest that, right, to invest some kind of time will always be an issue for us. So there's some people that say, man, be busy and that kind of thing, right? But if you don't invest time and money will always be an issue, right? But more importantly, let's talk about time. You gotta intentionally block out some time in your busy life and dedicate it towards your business, because your business is not gonna grow by accident. Your business is not gonna grow by chance, right? You've got to intentionally grow your business. You got to intentionally give attention to your business, right? Think about it like this. How is it that a relationship grows? A relationship grows by time, time and effort and association. You've got to intentionally pay attention to that individual, right? Same thing with your business. You've got to intentionally pay attention to it. Otherwise, your business will never pay you any attention, right? So you've got to be so intentional about this, right? You've got to invest the time, get on the calls, get to the live sessions, invest in the if you're trading, invest in the IML Academy. You've got to be intentional about all these things, right? You've got to be intentional about all of these things, and hey, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. This message came through on my phone, just distracted me real quick. Right. So yeah, guys. Lastly, real quick, just another thing that stood out to me, with Kwame, with Romario especially, these guys saw exactly what it is that they wanted. They saw what it is that they wanted. Everybody has their ways, why they start the business and stuff. They saw exactly what it is they wanted, and they went after it. The truth is, there's some people that see the thing that they want, and then there's some other people that see the thing that's preventing them from getting what it is that they want. You've got to determine who it is that you are. You got to determine where is it that you're at, right? And you always want to be the person that sees the thing that you want. Don't see the obstacles, see the solution. So whenever you get an objection, whenever you're faced with a problem in your business, you can't focus on the obstacle. You've got to focus your energy on the solution. And that's what entrepreneurs. That's what entrepreneurs do. We give solutions to individuals' problems. And on that note, when you're building this business, when you're prospecting individuals, you want to have that at the forefront of your mind. You've got to have that, you are creating a solution for that individual's problem. I was talking to someone this week, and I told them, when you're prospecting, you have to genuinely care, right? You have to genuinely care about this individual. Don't just recruit them because you see them as a dollar sign, but you have to genuinely care about this person, about their well-being, about helping them change their lives. You heard Nathan mention it. You've got to touch the heart first, right? It's not about the money. It's not just about the money. Let me say, it's not just about the money, right? You've got to be, this business is heavily relationship built, all about building relationships. You never move people if you don't have a relationship with them. So you've got to build, show the persons that, it's not all about you. It's you got to show the individuals, this is all about them. This is a tip for when you're prospecting. You've got to you got to intentionally show them how this is how I can help you. Persons don't care how much you know unless they know how much you care, right? Write that down, right? Write that down. Persons don't care how much you know unless they know how much you care. So unless you show them that you really do care about their success, you really do want them to win, persons will never get started with you, right? So on that note, guys, on that note, I'm gonna pass it back over to Akeem. Akeem, is gonna bring the fire, the rest of the training. I want you guys to get your notepads, sorry. Get your notepads and your pens, your phones and your laptops and whatever you have, and really take note of this information. Like I say every week, take note of the info as though you're about to train your team. Don't just write these things down, but implement, right? Somebody has their mic unmuted and it's feeding back real crazy. So just mute your mics, guys. Perfect. Right? So take notes as though you're about to train your team. Now, lastly, before I jump off this call and hand it over to Akeem, all the notes that you guys would have taken, all the notes that you're gonna take tonight, don't just keep it in the book. Right? Don't just keep it in the book, because here's the truth. Training doesn't work, right? All of this that we're doing here, this doesn't work. Work trains. So you actually getting into the activity and implementing this thing, that is what is going to make you better. That is what is going to grow your business. So focus on the work, focus on implementing your training, not just getting to training, right? So with that being said, over to you, Mr. Bourne.
Awesome, guys. Well, first, let me just give it back to you, Kai, as well, man. I think that, I know that you're at church, man, and I know that you got a lot going on. So to be able to take the time out to come and serve the team, that 10-minute training, I believe, is also a testament to your commitment. And I really sense that for this entire call, that's the main word. How committed are you? How committed am I? How committed am I? That's the questions that we have got to ask. And that's where I want to start our main training tonight, with the question, how committed am I? I want you to write that at the beginning of the top of your page, because everything that I'm going to talk about right now is going to flow out of that particular vein. How committed am I? That's the real question. The reality is, guys, before I even talk about that, somebody messaged me and they said, Matt, Akeem, I really appreciate, what you're talking about tonight on the call, because it feels as if you're stepping on my toes to cause me to go to the next level. And I want to say, not to call out that person. That obviously you guys don't know who that person is. They can hear me now, so obviously they know I'm talking about them. But this is the point. Everything that I say on the line tonight is intentional. And yes, I'm stepping on your toes because I had somebody that stepped on mine. My mentor told me what I needed to do. He stepped on my toes intentionally because he knew that my boss was not going to step on my toes. My boss did not care if I achieved my dreams or not. My boss did not care if I made more money than working at the job or not. All my boss cared about was me making money for his organization so that he can obviously spend more time with his family, have all the vacations, whatever. But this is the point that I'm trying to get over. I'm pushing all of you this way because I had somebody to push me. If they did not push me, I can tell you, I probably would not even be in the network marketing industry having the success that I'm having right now. So I want to transfer that same fire to you, for the lack of a better term, because if not, then things are going to stay the same and you're probably not going to get the results that you're destined for, right? So yeah, so that's why if it seems like I'm stepping on your toes, I am, because I had someone that stepped on mine. And when he stepped on mine, I was offended, yes, but I realized my offense was coming from the wrong place because my mentor was right. I was lazy. I wasn't serious about my goals. I said, yes, I had a why that made me cry, but my why was not strong enough to stop me from quitting. And I want you guys to write that down. Is your why in this business strong enough to stop you from quitting? Because if your why is not strong enough to stop you from quitting, then you're not going to be committed. And the moment that your monthly subscription is due, then guess what? You're not going to pay. And this is what my mentor told me. My mentor said, Akeem, if you're not willing to pay the $145 again, guess what? You're going to pay $145 forever. Ask yourself that. Am I willing to pay the $145 again to renew my subscription? Am I committed to my why? Because if not, you're going to pay the $145 forever. And that's a powerful statement. Because what that means in the gist is that if you're not willing to invest in your success, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, if you're not willing to pour into yourself, that's what the Bible says, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. What that means is that where your money goes, where you spend your money shows where your heart is. And if you're not willing to pay that $145 again, then all the talk about my why, I got involved with my family, all of that kind of jazz, that's not true. Because you're not willing to pay the $145 again. And because of that, you're probably going to have to pay the $145 forever. So with that being said, guys, let's talk about the mindset and the caliber of individual that we need to become, what that looks like if you want to have success in this business. A few years ago, I created a training called the 3 E's of Success. E as in egg, the 3 E's of success. And I want you guys to take notes right now because this training, I believe, is going to give you a foundational platform in order to win. So here's the first E. You have got to be excited in this business. This is a fact. Holton Buggs, the #1 income earner in the industry, who made $1 million a month. This was a couple years ago, but he's an industry icon. Holton Buggs said the first part in launching your business is getting excited. You want to know if I know somebody's excited? They turn up. They show up meetings. They share their testimony. If you're excited, you're going to talk about it. If you're excited about something, you're going to express it. And guess what? I'm going to feel your energy. I'm going to feel your emotion. What do you guys think? That emotion is one of the most important things in building a successful business. You have got to be passionate. People need to feel your energy. That's what emotion stands for, energy in motion. When I go to talk to people about this business, I don't say, man, you hear about this. Well, that's that. For those of you on the line that are in the United States right now, forgive me, that's the Bajan dialect kicking in. But I don't go and say, man, you hear about this Forex thing where you can make money from your cell phone without having to recruit or sell anything. People hear my energy and my passion, my excitement about this opportunity, that they want to know more. And the question is, are you sharing this business with excitement and passion that's going to attract people to you? Are you posting on the internet with excitement and passion? Are you using exclamation marks? When you snap, are you speaking with conviction, energy, and excitement? Because that's going to attract people to you. Energy always attracts. You guys know that? Energy always attracts. Positive energy, that is. Positive energy always attracts. So you have to ask yourself, and this is for the people that really want to go on and build a big business. Because as Kai mentioned it, which is true, and I don't think everybody caught that. You see this training thing right here? Oh, this doesn't work. Training does not work. People come on the call every Tuesday. They take notes, but tomorrow they do nothing. Working is what trains. That was such a powerful point from Kai. Your work, your ability to grab hold of this information and implement it, execution is what's going to allow you to get success. And that's the second E. After you've gotten excited about this business, you just got involved, you're ready to launch, you're seeing all these success stories, you're hearing about Romario, you're hearing about Nathan, you're hearing that our organization is a chairman organization, you're excited. The next thing you have got to do, this is the second E, you have got to begin to execute. You've got to begin to execute. How do you execute? Somebody's asking. Yes, Akeem, I know that execution is important. Without execution, I'm failing. Let me ask you this. Do you have any goals in this business? Because you're executing a plan towards your goals. So you got to write this down. What are my goals in this business? What do I want to achieve? David Imanitie talks about it every single training that he does. What are your goals? If I were to ask you right now, Brittany, what's your goal for the next 30 days? If I was to ask you right now, Pam, what's your goal for the next 30 days? If I was to ask you right now, Twian, Mello, Nikki, Lakedra, what's your goal for the next 30 days? Actually, I want you to put in the chat section right now your goal for the next 30 days. So we know that you actually have a goal that you're working towards and you are not just operating without strategy. I remember my basketball coach used to call it the headless horseman. The headless horseman does not have a strategy and all he's doing is running around in circles, What are your goals? Tony said her goal for the next 30 days is platinum 5,000. For those of you that are still paying attention, what's your goal for the next 30 days? Because I know somebody's asleep on the call right now. Somebody's just laying on in their bed. And I don't ever look at the cameras. I'm just telling you how this thing goes. People come on the line expecting the call to give them that injection of motivation every Tuesday. And that's what we want to do. We want to resell the dream and to get you guys inspired to take action. But if you are not absorbing the information with a posture, that's what I tell you this, right? Do you think that if you were in a classroom lying down, that you would receive the information the same way? Think about it. What do you think that the classroom setting is designed for people to sit and be attentive? So if you're laying down right now and you're falling asleep, that's all part of the process that's going to lead to failure because the information that you're absorbing, how you're absorbing it is not in a manner that's going to cause you to execute. That's very important. That's a powerful point. Okay, I'm looking at it on the comments coming in. People say develop 3 leaders, platinum 1,000, P150, and tell 100 people exactly. Those are your goals that you have got to be writing down because once you know what your goals are, then you can create a strategy to execute towards those goals. It's very important, very important. My mentor, well, he's my dad, you know, but it's such a crazy thing. He said something today, Leah and myself, we were with him today, and my dad said something that blew me away that I had to write it down. My father said, if you don't have the time to plan, then you will have to find the time to replan. And I was like, ooh, because there's so much excuses right now. Man, I'm so busy. You know, I can't make it out to the meetings. You know, I've got so much going on. Akeem, you don't even understand. Stop the glorification of busy. Create the plan. Because if you don't create the plan, then you're going to have to find time at some point to replan. Because failure is going to come knocking on your door and then you're going to be like, oh man, 30 days already and I got to pay this 145 again. Replanning happening right now. Do I really want to pay this 145? Is my wife strong enough to make me pay this 145 again? Do I really want to see poverty end in my family's life? When my father said that, the sky opened up, in my opinion. Because it was like, bro, people are talking about how busy they are. They're glorifying busy. Stop the glorification of busy. Busy is a false. It's oh my goodness. Busy, right, guys, is an illusion, you know. Some of you guys may disagree. Why is it that they say that if you want something done, give it to somebody that's busy? What do you think that? If you're so busy that you can't get stuff done, why is it that people that get results say that if you want something done, give it to somebody that's busy? Because all busy is, and Stefan mentioned it, is an excuse for why you can't find the time. And this is the thing, you can't find time. You always have to make time. I want you guys to follow me here because this is a very powerful thing. You have to find the time. Find the time. And this is something else that I just saw Tony said something, right? I heard my mentor told me, Akeem, he was talking about time management and how to be more effective. Guys, follow me here on this. You cannot manage time. Time is going to go on and do what it wants to do. You can't stop time from doing what it's supposed to do. All you can do is manage your activity. Stefan and Leah, they're plugged in. This is powerful stuff. You can't manage your time. So if you're talking about, oh, I'm busy, no, time is 24 hours is always going to be 24 hours. You gotta zero in on your activity that allows you to execute, because I want you guys to follow me. Everything is connected. The reason why you're not able to progress is because you're not executing. And if you're not executing, then guess what? You're failing. You're falling behind. Execution is put into two categories in this business: income producing activity and influence producing activity, because you need both in order to win big in this business. So you've got to be creating a plan around every single day. I want to say that again. If you have not created your plan, guess what? If you can't find time, you're so busy, you've got so much going on, stop trying to find time. Create time. Set out, etch out. Mekai and myself were in a previous opportunity every single day for at least an hour. An hour did not pass, and we were not recruiting. Every single day. And you got to ask yourself, am I recruiting at least an hour a day? What am I doing? Because if you look at it, and this is another point before I go into the next point, I want to tell you guys this. The early bird does not always catch the worm. Tell you this. The early bird does not always catch the worm. What do you guys think about that? Give me some feedback. Do you guys agree? Have you seen the early bird always catch the worm? Give me some feedback. Stefan said no. The early bird does not always catch the worm. Somebody else tell me, do you think that the early bird, the bird that comes early every single time, is going to always catch the worm? Not always, not always, not always. Leah said the prepared bird, but people look at things that way. No, please. Right, and I want you guys to follow me here. Success, guys, is not so much about how many hours you put in, but what you put in the hours. What I mean by that is, there are many people that are getting up early. There are many people that are getting up late. Because this is the thing, right? When people are getting up in China, we are going to sleep in Barbados. When people are going to sleep in Barbados, people are getting up in China. And there are people that are working 18-hour days. And there are people that are working 5-hour days, but they're getting more results. Why is that? It's because the individuals that are getting the results have found out how to create a strategy. Remember this. It's not more so, because think about, let's use the example of the bird. The early bird thinks it's going to catch the worm because the worm is usually out early. Is that true? Or is it that worms are always out? Is that what people say, the early bird catches the worm because the worms come out early? Is that the case? Somebody help me here, because I never understood that. For years, I've been getting up late, but I've been getting more results than individuals that have been getting up early. And I figured out that it's not so much about the time I get up, it's what I do when I'm up. Because this is what happens. People get up early, it's real talk, and they spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours scrolling through Facebook, watching TV, listening to the radio. Exactly, Lawson mentioned it, because your brain is set on what you need to do. That's exactly how my mind works, because I'm focused on what it is that I need to do. I seldomly waste time, for lack of a better. Yes, all of us, there are areas that we can tighten up in, but I don't spend time scrolling on Facebook. And if I do, it's usually for about 10, 15 minutes at max. So follow me here. It's how the bird goes about catching the worm. Exactly, Deja Boo. What's your real name? What's your real name? Is it Khadija? Because I always see Deja Boo, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what your real name is. Khadija, I figured. That's exactly it there. It's all about the strategy that the bird is using to go about catching the worm. Because you know what ends up happening? The early bird gets up, the worm is on the ground, but that bird goes and goes and gets straw to build its nest. It's singing, you know, it's doing all these things. It's chirping, whatever birds do, you know, but it's not going for the worm. And please don't misunderstand me, guys. I'm not playing on getting up early. I'm not playing on getting out late. The thing I'm trying to talk to you about is execution is more so about what you put in the hours, not how much hours you put in. I know people that work way less hours but get more results. And I know tons of people that work harder, work longer, but haven't been able to get the results that they deserve because they haven't figured out the strategy. So that's what execution looks like. Here's the next thing in relation to execution. You want to stay plugged in. Nathan mentioned it. I want to commend all of you that are still on the line paying attention, because there is somebody on this line that is not paying attention. This call has been going on for an hour and 38 minutes right now. We're going to wrap up in 10, 15 minutes because we have our opportunity call. And if you're still paying attention right now, I want to commend you, because you got to stay plugged in. I know what it is to listen to Chad Thompson and my mentor speak for 3 hours straight, absorbing information, because I knew that at some point in time I'm going to have to share it with my team. If you're just on the line right now, just absorbing this information for a feel good, you know, for a low midnight motivation, then that's the wrong mindset. Kai mentioned it. Absorb information, take notes with the intention of training your team, because that's what leaders do. You want to stay around the flame. You want to stay plugged in. How do you expect to get turned on if you aren't plugged in? You want to know when you go in front of the room to speak, where are you moving the room? Because you're not plugged into all the trainings, all the personal development. You're not doing the required activity to cause you to grow. So when you go in front of the room, you're not dynamic. And this is for the leaders on the line. If you want to be able to move the room in public, then you got to be able to be moved in private. What do I mean by that? If you're not doing personal development and getting inspired in private, then when you go public, you can't speak inspirational stuff. You can't be able to make an impact if you're not being impacted. If you're not plugged in, guess what? You can't plug in anybody else. And then people wonder, why is it that I'm not, you know, why is it that I'm not getting the results that I want? Why am I not being able, or why is it that people aren't taking me serious? Why is it that, you know, when I speak in front of the room, people aren't giving me the response that I want? It's because in private, you're not becoming the kind of individual in private, so it's being showed up in public. Get plugged in. Get plugged in. And I tell you guys, if you are not doing at least 30 minutes a day of personal development, you're doing yourself a disservice. I do not listen to the radio. I do not watch TV. If I watch TV, it's either going to be basketball or Shark Tank. Why? Because I take that time, especially when I'm driving. That's my personal development time. While I'm driving, I'm conditioning my mind. What are you listening to? I said this at a training we did, a live presentation we did. If you're listening to Slam 101 when you're driving, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with this station. The principle is whatever you're listening to is programming you. Do you know that? Whatever you are subconsciously absorbing is programming you. I was telling my leaders recently, I started listening to the Cash Flow Quadrant audiobook because I want to be able to go in depth when I'm doing the Cash Flow Quadrant at the beginning. And that was spurred on by Gavin Robertson. We were having a leadership conversation about business and taking our business to the next level. All this is part of being plugged in, you know. And this is what Gavin said. Gavin said, you know what the audiobook taught him? On the left side, the employee and the self-employed, they value security, but on the right side, the big business or the business owners and investors, they value freedom. So you know what you value when you hear those two words. Do you value freedom? If you value freedom, then you're going to build this business so you can deploy leverage so you can earn residual income. If you value security, then you're not going to pay that 145, because paying that 145 again makes you feel uncertain, like, oh, that's my last 145. And Gavin, you need to share your testimony one day and tell them how you paid your last dime to get involved in the business and know you will never have to work a job again. You got to share that, because this is powerful, powerful, powerful stuff. So after you get, you know, after you let me just think here. After you get excited, and then after you decide to execute, this is the last thing that you have got to do, because you're building your business daily. Guys, if you're not building your business daily, then guess what? You are not positioning yourself to win. If you build your business part-time, this business will pay you sometime. Sorry, if you build your business sometimes, this business will pay you sometimes. If you want this business to pay you all the time, then in the beginning stages, you need to pour energy into this thing so you can have a machine that generates income for you while you are on the beach, while you're traveling, while you're spending time with your family. Residual income, guys, is a powerful component. So after you would have executed, this is what you want to do. And this is for the leaders on the line. And this part is rare because very few people do this. You want to educate others and empower them as well. This is powerful stuff because the moment you decide to become a teacher, you're teaching your team. This is leadership talk again. That's all I do, leadership talk, leadership talk. The moment you decide to become a teacher, you absorb this information. You teach your team and you speak it with what's the word? You speak it with conviction, you speak it with energy, excitement, and enough energy to empower them to believe that they can do it themselves. You are creating something special in your business. The moment that you're making people believe that they can achieve the impossible, things that they don't even see in themselves. And the reason why this is me, this is sincerely me, is because this is what I do because somebody did it to me, you know. Chad Thompson made me believe that I could earn $1 million in network marketing. He transferred his belief to me. And that's why I'm forever doing that to individuals. No, I have not made $1 million as yet in network marketing. I will. I'm telling you, within the next 2 to 3 years, I will. 500,000 US, that's the goal. And then after that, in the third year, $1 million US. That's the goal. But the point that I'm trying to get over, and I think based on the momentum that we have, it's going to happen before. But I'm transferring my belief to you guys because this is where now we choose to become professional. This is what professionals do, you know. Professionals transfer belief. Professionals aren't standing up on people's heads and just because you ranked up before somebody, you're walking around, you know, if your chest puffed up, you know, who cares about if you ranked up before somebody? That's not important. What's important, and that's why we were having a mastermind in our office, the leaders, and we were talking about the attitude and mindset to have when you're a success. And you know what came out in the conversation? That it's only lonely at the top if you're not reaching down and extending your hand and helping people up. It will only be lonely if you're not doing that. That's such a powerful thing. Only when you are not extending your hand and helping people up is when you're going to feel lonely at the top. And you got to capture that because that's where you become a professional. That's where people feel as though they can listen to you as a leader. And you want to be able to have that kind of influence in your business. Very important stuff. I hear people say all the time, it's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top for who? It's lonely at the top for somebody that's not reaching on and helping somebody up. I don't feel, you know, like a discouraged or like, oh, you know, because they're having success in this business. No, we've got leaders that we're helping up every single day because we know that we know what their potential is. We know the results that they're going to have. I know I can call Stefan right now. I can call Lee. I can call Kai. I can call anybody if I was in a bind. But if you're feeling that way, then you got to check your heart. What's your motive? You want to rank up so you can lord over somebody and say, yeah, man, I was the first platinum one, first female platinum 1000, or the first chairman from the Caribbean. Who cares about that stuff? Nobody cares about that stuff. And you go really make a decision every single day because that's the test, you know, the test will come. And we tell people all the time, the true test is when you start to make money in this business. That's where we know, we see your true heart. That's what we want everybody to get results, you know. For me personally, one of the reasons why I want everybody to get results and make a lot of money in this thing so I can see your true self. Because we tell people all the time, you know, money doesn't change people, you know, money just reveals more of who you are. That's what money does. Money is going to just reveal more of who you are. And if you're making a couple $1,000s a month and you forgetting about the team now, you know, you high horse and stuff, that's I want to see that early. That's why I want you to get success quickly. Because then I know exactly, you know, the type of person that you are and how we need to work together to alleviate these problems that come with that, right? So that's what I have for you. You want to position yourself as a leader and focus on serving people first. Guys, it's a fact. Serve more people, get more results. Yeah, Ron is giving me the time check. That's good. I got 5 minutes to wrap up. So I'm going to wrap up in 5 minutes. But this is the facts, guys. Serve more people, get more results. If you're not committed to serving the masses, then guess what? You're not going to get results. That's right. Servant leadership. Servant leadership. In my opinion, leadership is service. John Maxwell said that, yes, leadership is influence. Leadership is much broader than that. Leadership is service. Your ability to impact through going low. Why do you think Jesus is remarked as the greatest leader ever lived? Because he lived from a different dynamic. Service first. Service to many leads to greatness. You want to be great on this line? Gavin says, be great, be great, be great. You want to be great? Then guess what? Go low, serve. Do something that you've never done before that you think, isn't going to cause an impact. You'll be surprised. Next thing, you want to add value, right? Adding value means that when you're educating yourself, you want to pour into the team, and that's all part of serving people. You're learning about the industry. That's what Nathan mentioned earlier as well. That's the platform. You want to learn about the industry. You want to absorb the resources. You want to read the books. Guys, your first year in network marketing, building an empire, 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. Those are the 3 books that I believe you can have that can allow you to earn 6 figures in this business. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to do that? And then lastly, this is the mindset. Now, this is what I'm going to end with, right? We're educating and empowering and serving people, but understand that everyone that has started with you is not going to finish with you. There are people that you're going to pour into to help them get success in this business. You know what they're going to do? They're going to turn around and talk about you behind your back. They're going to turn around and say that you were this, you were that. We've seen that in our journey multiple times. People that we helped make, thousands of dollars every single month, turned around and backstabbed us and said all these things about us, and guess what? Where are they now? Where are they now? And I want you guys to understand that everyone that you journey with is for a season. Some people are for that the season is a lifetime. Some people, the season is for an opportunity, a couple months. And as a leader on this line, you've got to be willing to understand that you can't control anyone. If I enroll Gavin and Gavin says, hey, listen, man, I no longer want to rock with you guys. I don't want to rock with the team. I want to go and do my own thing. Because Gavin is special, I'm going to ask Gavin some questions. I'm going to say what's going on. Gavin, you've been rocking with us for all this while, et cetera, et cetera. But if from day one, you've been showing the signs that you're not really committed, to the team, you're not committed to growing as an individual with the team, all of those clues we're paying attention to, and that helps us to understand that you're probably not going to be with us for the long haul. And that's fine because we can't control anyone. As a matter of fact, we don't want to. We don't want to control anyone. We want you to position yourself to get results in this industry so that, you can empower your family's life, whatever your goal is, whatever your why is. You want to be able to position yourself. So with that being said, guys, let me see who've been paying attention. What are the 3 E's real quick? That's really training ends, but what are the 3 E's that I mentioned in the training just now? Let's see who's been paying attention. Right, you want to get excited. That's the first one. Right, you want to excite, execute, empower. Educate. Right, I'm hoping somebody would have seen that. Right, educate and empower really is one. I guess it's 4 E's, but educate and empower is one category. So we can call it the 4 E's, 3 E's, it doesn't matter. The point is that you get the E's, right? That's the important thing to capture. So with that being said, again, this is where the training ends tonight. And what I want you guys to do right now, because we have our opportunity call in the next 15 minutes, because we're going to start 5 minutes in. I want you guys to go right now and start to invite some people for our call, right? Leah and myself, we're going to be tag teaming. She's going to do the first part, and I'm going to be doing the last part of the comp plan. But what I want you guys to do is start to get some people to come on the line to hear about this amazing opportunity that's blessing so many people all across the world. And we have to decide on the hashtags for tonight. So what's the hashtags for tonight? You can go on social media and post in the group. If you were on WhatsApp group as well, I want you to put the hashtags in the WhatsApp group. I want you to pour into the WhatsApp group so the individuals that didn't come on the call, that missed out on this training to help them win, they want to come on the next training. Let's decide on a hashtag really quickly. Serve more people, get more results. I love that. Straight to the point. Anybody else? If not, we're going to rock with that. Yeah, I love serve more people, get more results. So you can go on your Facebook right now and just tag, just got off an amazing training call with leaders all across the world. And we're going to serve more people to get more results. That's the caption to put on Facebook. I just got off an amazing training call with leaders from all across the world. And we're going to serve more people to get more results. You got a hashtag TTT somewhere in there as well. Right, so I'm typing it in the chat right now. So you can copy and paste it for Facebook. I just got off an amazing training call with leaders all across the world. We are going to serve more people to get more results. And remember, guys, too, that it's important to post this. We've seen individuals get people enrolled and join their team from posting this caption on Facebook. It's a powerful thing. Don't be afraid to post. Get more results. Hashtag TTT. So with that being said, guys, thanks for coming on. We're going to be here next week, Tuesday. Remember that we have our opportunity calls happening every single day. If you found value in the training, put in the WhatsApp group right now that the training tonight was on fire and you really enjoyed it. Actually, this is what to do. Everyone on the line right now, if you're in the WhatsApp group, Telegram, WhatsApp, whatever, put one nugget that you learned tonight from the training. One nugget that you learned. Let me see who's paying attention. So that we can inspire the team. So I'm posting it to everyone right now. This is the caption. I just sent it. I just got off an amazing training call with leaders all across the world, and we are going to serve more people to get more results. Hashtag serve more people. Hashtag get more results. Hashtag TTT. So one nugget that you learned tonight from the call, please post it in the group, guys. We want people to see that the training was valuable, it was helpful, and it's really for you guys too as well. To see, you know, that you've been absorbing the information. Post it in the chat. One thing that stood out to me tonight from the training is that I've got to change my attitude. You know, if you plan to fail, you're going to have to plan again.